Why did Jesus need to die on the cross? I've talked with many atheists over the years, and I've seen people of all different types of belief systems discuss this subject. From these experiences, I've found that this question has been a stumbling block for many, many people. Let's take a quick look at this stumbling block in action.
That's really it. I mean, I don't know how we became the species that could not be ourselves without being wrong. And I'm sorry that a doctrine like that can take hold and that so many people can try and drill it into their children's heads that this is the reality, that it's moral that someone should have, that a blood human sacrifice had to be made to God in order to make you acceptable. Someone had to be beaten and slaughtered, and then this is the God we believe in. Then now he's cool with you.
Yeah, and what you know, we haven't even got started on the absurdity of blood sacrifice. I mean, substitutional atonement is absurd enough on its own, and then when you add in that this particular type of substitutional atonement, it isn't one where, you know, she owes you $5, but I'm going to pay it off for her, or she got a speeding ticket and I'm going to do the jail time for her or whatever. It's one of she's who she is, so we're going to kill somebody or something
Right.
for it.
Here we have a God who wanted to forgive mankind its sins, including, by the way, the sin of Adam, who he presumably knew perfectly well never existed. Nevertheless, he wanted to forgive mankind's sins. Why didn't he just forgive them? Why was it necessary to have a human sacrifice, to have his son tortured and executed in order that the sins of mankind should be absolved? Is that not the most disgusting idea you ever heard? Why didn't he just forgive the sins? Why did he have to sacrifice a scapegoat?
So really, why did Jesus have to suffer and die on the cross? Let's take a look at why this event had to happen just the way it did. In order to understand this, even from an atheistic perspective, we must first suppose that God does exist. We must then recognize that this God would have certain characteristics as the starting point of all things. If God is the starting point of all things, then God would have to be the most powerful and knowledgeable being in existence. The reason for this is that all power and knowledge must stem from God as the starting point. God would also be the ultimate judge and ultimate justice, if we're also going to hypothetically say that things like right and wrong actually exist. God would be the standard of goodness, and any deviation from that standard would be considered wrong or evil. As the standard of goodness, God would also have the greatest degree of all of our best qualities as the standard of perfection. God would be ultimate love, and God would also be ultimate forgiveness. If we suppose God exists, these characteristics are some of the main features that are necessary for such an ultimate being to have. Now, in order to set up the next portion of this video, let's first create another scenario. Let's say there's a man that is walking about somewhere in the world right now. Let's also say that this man commits a wrong. It doesn't really matter to what degree the wrong is, so take your pick. Now let's say that the man goes home and dies in his sleep tonight. If this is the case, my question is simple. Who pays for the wrong that this man committed? In this scenario, both God and the man exist. What stems from this is as follows. If God is ultimate justice, then every single wrong, no matter how small, has to be paid for. God is also ultimate forgiveness, so this too needs to be reconciled in a way so that he can forgive justly. Conclusion? God must pay for all wrongs himself. By doing this, it is completely fair for him to forgive, because he took all the punishment for each wrong. Also, God's ultimate justice remains intact, because all wrongs have been paid for. So, where do God's ultimate justice and ultimate forgiveness meet? Answer: at a crossroads. It's not really a choice for God to take on human flesh, live a perfect life, and then take the punishment fit for a human murderer or child rapist. He has to do it because of his character as the ultimate being. In recognizing this, a great blow is struck to many other belief systems. If you're a Muslim, you must recognize that it has not been written that Allah is ever going to sacrifice himself for the world. Because of this, Islam becomes an incoherent belief system. If you're a Jehovah's Witness or a Mormon, Jesus cannot be a creation made by God. Jesus must actually be God. Because of this, the Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormonism are rendered incoherent belief systems. New Age belief systems also fall into this category. If you're Jewish, you must also recognize that the Messiah must sacrifice himself for the world. In order to reconcile yourself to your Messiah, you must recognize that you have been misinterpreting the scripture of Isaiah 53 for centuries. You have to recognize Jesus as the Messiah, and if not, you denigrate God. This goes for everybody. If you believe in a supreme being as the starting point of all things, then you must accept Jesus as he is and for what he did. If you don't accept Jesus, then you denigrate God by inadvertently proclaiming that he is not ultimate justice or ultimate forgiveness. How can you accept God by not accepting him? It's impossible. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Jesus died because he loves you. In fact, he's ultimate love. And if you're suffering right now, remember, Jesus suffered too. He did all these things because of who he is. The cross is not silly, petty, or ridiculous. It's the truth. And Jesus is the truth. And the way the truth means life. We need to listen.